Welcome PSGINT family. This is my instant reaction to Paris Saint-Germain drawing Bayern Munchen in the Champions League. We're gonna have a lot of fun in these 3 months, especially on Twitter, where I like to troll and make fun and make people salty. But back to reality. Bayern Munchen, very respectable club, a club that we should not undermine, and I know that Galter and the rest of the squad will not undermine this Bayern squad. Of course, many of our players have played against Bayern Munchen before. We played them recently, only 2 seasons ago in the quarterfinals, where we actually beat them, even though it was on an aggregate score. But we will meet again. Bayern are weaker than them. They have a weaker manager. They have a weaker squad. We're probably much stronger than that time. But you cannot compare. You cannot predict how you win games based on that. So I think it will be very respectable. I think they have weaknesses where we have strength. We have weaknesses where they have strength. But I'm still confident in Paris Saint-Germain beating Bayern Munchen. I'm very confident. As usual. And Bayern Munchen are only one step to where we want to reach. All right, beating Bayern is not the ultimate goal. Beating Bayern is on our pathway to our ultimate goal, which is winning the Champions League, of course. Bayern Munchen, of course, they have a lot of threats. Manuel Neuer, I mean, he pulls off very good performances, and on his day, he can be good. But I remember the day against him at the Allianz, it was not good. Then, of course, them doing crosses and we conceding crosses. That's the love story that I'm a bit scared of, but I hope we can improve on that issue until then. But seeing Eminem against that defense, you know, a 33-year-old Di Maria cooked Alphonso Davies. Can't imagine what the rest of Paris Saint-Germain players will do with them. You know, that midfield of, we saw Kimmich. I mean, he can be as good as you want, but when you play against a player like Neymar, and now you add Messi there as well, and then if Bayern press up a lot, we have the counter-attack with Kylian Mbappe. They still don't have a good right back. I mean, Mazraoui is good, but not Mbappe's level. The midfield battle will be good. It all depends on how Paris Saint-Germain will play this game. Will we defend and go in the counter as we did under Pochettino, or will we go there to keep possession and to dominate the game? That's a big answer. They will press a lot, so I would rather us playing with a 5 at the back in that game. But to summarize it, if I had to bet or make odds for the game, I would give Paris Saint-Germain 60% and Bayern Munchen 40%. I still think, of course, Bayern, they can beat us, but I just feel Paris Saint-Germain are too strong. The only thing is that World Cup that makes it very hard to predict, because we've never had this before, a World Cup mid-season. But we'll see what happens. How are you guys feeling in the comments down below? Let me know. Are you confident Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern? How are you feeling? Let me know. But tune in for the podcast where we will be discussing this game with other Paris Saint-Germain guests. Allez, bye!